J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you all for coming through. We're going to talk tonight a little bit more about Katt Williams and that Club Shay Shay interview that pretty much shook the black internet and black YouTube. And I do have a guest that is supposed to come through. So we'll see when my guests come through a little more about their thoughts and things, you know, with this Katt Williams. So early in the week, everybody pretty much know about Katt Williams' bombshell interview with Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. And since then, I have responded to it on Friday, but I'm gonna get into it because, again, it's more people that he addressed in the interview has had a chance to respond. And of course, when you're talking about comedians, they will respond in funny ways, which, you know, is always good for everybody that's listening, at least. And you know, and then also a couple thoughts about everybody putting together top 10 comedians and top 10 comic list and things, which is all good. You know, it's just like in sports, people say top 10, you know, basketball player or football quarterback, whatever the case. I mean, it's all in good fun, but I mean, it is a good question in the sense of what makes a top 10 comic or comedian in people's eyes, more so the criteria than who somebody chooses, because also comedy is subjective. It could be a huge comedic headline star making millions, and somebody cannot think that they're funny, whereas it's obvious that a lot of people do if they selling out and making money. So, you know, it's never any, you know, guaranteed set way for a comic. Some people think, you know, Eddie Murphy is funny, some may not, you know, it's different. Anyway, let me get to some of these comments. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to my girl Patty for coming through first in the building, patient and ready. I appreciate you, sis. I was waiting on my guest. I did get started a little late behind scenes, so you know, my apologies for getting that invite out a little late, and hopefully, you know, they're able to work it out and get through. I was trying to help him get it worked out, so we'll see what happens with that. Speaking the devil, look like you know, maybe everything may be working good now. What's up, Nikki B on X, aka Twitter? What's up, Nikki? How you feeling? Good to see you. Rashonda, what's up, sis? How you doing, girl? Good to see you as always. Miss Dior, you say you here for this discussion. That's what's up, girl. I'm glad that you come through as always. What's up? What's up? Juan Marley, what's up, fam? How you doing? All right. We got my man Atiyyah Radford. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing just good, man. Good to see you made it. I was just explaining I got that invite out a little late to you. My apologies. So, you know, I like to try to get it out a little sooner so we can work out the bugs beforehand. So, you know, my bad with that, but I'm glad you made it. And, you know, everybody out there watching this, another fellow comedian in Indianapolis area, Atiyyah Radford. Go ahead and give yourself an introduction to everybody. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hey, my name's Atiyyah Radford. I was raised in a single-parent household, just a mother, and I got like 5 brothers and 1 sister. It was rough. We struggled a lot. I've been homeless quite a bit, and now I own a production company where we have some actors and we link in with writers as well. We got writers and actors, and we record skits 2 times a month called Milk and Cookies, and we just network with people around the town, record skits, and have a good time, provide food and everything. But you can find us on Milk and Cookies Productions. We got a lot of stuff. We've been doing that for about good 2 years now. On top of that, I'll be doing a show every Wednesday out here in Indianapolis, Indiana, at Stone Tree, promoting comedians, rappers, comedians, rappers, singers, poets, spoken words, any talent you do, you can come out. And my biggest thing is video creation, because a lot of people come out here, they do their talent and wonder, why do I not grow? And the answer is because you're not videotaping yourself. Without videotaping, you can't improve. You can't see where you're messing up. And on best of that, you can't get paid gigs. You have nothing to show for your work. When it comes to actually showing, hey, I can do this, let me get this gig, you have nothing. So I want to be that difference and be that network point. So that's a little bit. I'll do a couple more. I got a nonprofit with the youth where we become a second home for kids, and I model. It's a lot out here. Please try to just connect with me and link in so we can all do what we can to actually spotlight all the good that actually goes on. My
no, we didn't have
me.
much time to get set up before you came, but I don't know if you can see where you could put your link with your Instagram. See how my Instagram is under my name? You're supposed to put your Instagram under there so that way people can go there and check you out.
I'm adding it now.
There you go. Everybody keep putting in Instagram. Check him out. Almost died the camera while he was talking. I hope y'all didn't notice that. The water went down the wrong way. I'm glad you did have some things to say. I appreciate it.
Anytime. I appreciate the platform to actually say it.
Yeah, it's
only 50.
Rose Garden. She said, "Look at these handsome men. Ooh, look at that." So you might have somebody interested in your modeling work. Gotta go ahead and put that up there, man.
Yeah, let me make sure my information is up there now. I gotta ensure that.
All right. And so you know, while you're doing all of that, trying to get that set up, that's why, you know, I like to try to get this sooner, but I had a few delays. So again, you know, my bad with that. But you know, what did you think of the Katt Williams interview? I'm pretty sure you know got a few thoughts about that. So your in general first thoughts on that interview. What did you think?
You're gonna be very upset with me. I have not.
Your opinion? You ain't seen it?
No, I have not. I've heard a lot of he laid out a law about a lot of that's going on in the industry, and nobody's really objecting to it. They just saying he's just tripping. They're not saying nah, he lying. So I heard a lot of conversation. I heard a lot of stuff about that, but I haven't really. No, I did not at all. I didn't watch it.
All right. Well, he kind of went in on a few things with different comedians. Some of the stuff is no way, yes, well, in some way, because the internet undefeated. So people have looked up things like he accused some people of stealing his jokes. Well, not some people, he did a few people, but Cedric, the entertainer, was one of the people he kind of went in on for stealing his joke. So I'll explain to you like this. As a comedian, you tell me what you think. All right. And this is probably pretty good because you didn't see it. So we'll see what your thoughts are without being influenced by what he said. All right. And then I'll even play the clip. I believe I got the clip with the joke as well. I'll play it while you tell me your thoughts. Anyway. So
okay.
The joke is this. You've seen King's Comedy now, I know, right? With Cedric and Bernie Mac, right?
Oh, yeah,
and you remember the joke Cedric does, right? The joke he does where he driving the car like going to the spaceship. He in the spaceship driving it like a Cadillac, got the cigarette hanging and all of that. All right. Well,
that's Katt Williams.
Well, Katt Williams did a joke on Comic View, BET Comic View, a year or two before that, and in his joke, it was something similar, but it wasn't about going to the space driving a spaceship, it was driving a car. But the whole thing is he's doing the thing with driving a car and he's acting it out. So, for example, is the joke really about the car or a spaceship, or is the punchline of the joke when you doing all this and acting it out and, you know, whatever? So in Katt Williams' joke, he talking about a date, but he gets on the stool and then he pretending to be driving, and then the car start messing up and he get out and then he pushing the car, and then that's where all the laughs are, because it's the same with Cedric. The premise of the joke is more of the acting it out and not the actual word. So without me playing anything and just your thoughts, you tell me what you think about that while I pull up the clip. What do you think?
feel like we feel like he stole it because I can absolutely see that, because it is jokes that is on the premise of just acting it out. So if so, I'm on his side. Then that's not good. I don't like. I know a couple people. I'm not gonna say anything, but they take jokes and they go out there just to look for jokes and then just tweak it one little way and say, "Oh, it's my new joke," and say it's different. And no, if the premise is the acting and that state, it is. Yeah, that was a stolen.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, say your joke is about how you do it to the woman or whatever, this way or that way, at night. Well, if I say the same pretty much thing, except I say it's in the daytime and I did it a different way, but it's the same thing, you know what?
Come on.
That I really, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you kind of, you know, a comic knows better. You know, the audience might not be able to notice, but a comic will be like, come on, man. So, I don't know.
There's a lot of that going on out here, too. So I'm glad some of it's been actually called out, though.
Yeah, I mean, that did happen to me at one time. But it wasn't, I think because of being on the internet and stuff on YouTube a few years ago. So people, sometimes it's your fans, your supporters, but it's not that they're doing it on purpose. So people will watch my videos and like some things I say, and then they go to other people's channels and in the comments will say, oh, this is such and such, or these people are the such and such people, or whatever. I don't want to say whatever to put it out there necessarily to bring it up or whatever again. But then maybe the person that's watching that channel, maybe the person whose channel that is, didn't know that these people saw it on another person's channel or whatever. And of course, the people in the comments not going to be like, hey, Jay said such and such. They just say it. And so then the people that saw it on the channel will repeat it, and they either got it from some name in the comments, or, you know, hey, whatever, you know, and then next thing you know, it's circulating more, and then it looks like when I was saying it, I'm stealing my own joke from somebody, you know, which wasn't good. It looked like I'm copying off of them. Like, wait a minute, what? Because they had more subscribers or a bigger channel, but it's because a person watch me, they may watch somebody with 100 subscribers or somebody with 1 million and anywhere in between, and they could be commenting and saying stuff. And then if somebody that had the 1 million subscribers, for example, then they come back and see me saying it like, man, look at this little dude taking this dude with millions jokes. You know what I'm saying? You biting his material, and that ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and even the person that did maybe say it didn't do it on purpose either. You know, they didn't necessarily know. So
you just don't never know these days.
I'm about to play you this video, this clip of the video. Damn, I just had. There we go. And then I'll let you tell me what you think about it. Hold on, let me rewind it just a second more. And you pretty much remember Cedric's joke from Kings of Comedy, because that's been played a whole lot more. So I ain't gonna really play that part. You know, it's due to copyright stuff as well.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Get it to this. Let's see.
All right. You see it now?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. In case there's some copyright issue with that. You see here, now the car stopped.
All right,
now you see how they got him kind of doing his thing there. They both kind of stomping on the foot, you know, in different parts. You know, it's more of the acting out of it. Yeah, let me go to Cedric again a little bit more when he acting out. Yeah,
you know, Katt's extra.
Look, he's stepping in the look, putting it down. Look, kind of got the same. Maybe black folks all drive with the left. I don't know. I actually drive with my hand on the left. Well, I drive with the left too on the wheel. So I don't know. Maybe that was a winky dink.
Yeah, that's supposed.
I don't know. So now, after the little quick little refreshment of the memory, what's your thoughts now on that? I got Patty saying, yeah, said probably didn't think Katt would call him out on it. I don't know.
I'm on that, yeah. That most definitely, it was exact mimic of that shit, of Katt's.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close.
You didn't really even think about it. You know, also you're not on his side.
Well, I mean, I think that he did get the premise from it. Actually, I do think that that he got that idea. You know, it's hard to prove certain things, but so here's another thing that I'll put out here. And this is something I was just about to say. Juan Marley in the comments said knew better. Katt said, and said congratulated him after doing the joke personally. So Katt said that they did talk about it, and he said that they kind of squashed it, that he said that the joke was good. Well, no, first he said when Katt did the joke, I think Sam was on Comic View or something, and he told him the joke was great and congratulated him on it. Then he was doing a joke version of it on you know, Kings of Comedy. And so then Katt said that they talked about it afterwards, and then it was all good. So he said the reason he brought it up again is that Cedric was on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp podcast, and said when Shannon asked him, he said, I ain't take his joke. The dates don't match up. And so he was like, what? Why he lying and bringing this up again when we already talked about it or whatever? Now, looking at that, I do think that people take people's premise and stuff. Now, if you are inspired by another comic saying something and you come up with something on your own, or even if it's similar, I won't say you stole it. But if it is very similar and you're making a lot of money, and that was, like he said, his closing joke, that it was so much for him that they was putting it on the Comic View commercial. And so then you took his closing joke, and as you know, you need your material and things, but of course he's gonna come up with other stuff. But I don't know. I think it could have been a little little more dicey. I don't know, but yeah, I do think that it did get inspired by, at least by the very minimum.
Looking up for Katt Williams on that. Okay.
You know. Anyway, he said a lot of stuff that was funny and interesting. One thing Katt said that I think was funny and interesting is he said that he read the entire encyclopedia set and he was reading 3,000 books a year by the age of 13.
What?
3,000 books a year. Now I had to think about that. It's what, 365 days in a year. So if you take 3,000 divided by 365, you're looking at 8.2 books a day. Damn, I ain't that smart. I ain't that smart. That is a genius. He also said, you got to watch this interview. You're missing out on some very entertaining and informative stuff right here, man. Yeah, he said also, I'll tell you some more Katt facts.
The Katt facts.
Katt facts. He was accepted to college while he was still in grade school. And he said also that he didn't go to high school, and because of strict religious things going on in his home, which he said was Jehovah's Witness. So, I mean, I'm not saying none of this stuff is not true. How can I dispute this? But I do think a lot of this stuff is very interesting, to say the least. So, I don't know if he read 8 books a day. I don't know. I think that's a lot, though.
Yeah, like, man, what else? That's all you doing all day.
Woo! That's a lot.
Time for nothing else.
Hey, for real.
He is speed reader.
He said, how many pages in the book? Patty said, how many pages in the book? 9.
That's the question. Because he didn't say the sizes of these books now.
Still, even the 10 pages a book and 80 pages a day.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
And still starting to be like, damn, you got to read 80 pages a day. 80 pages.
On top of everything else you got to get done.
Boy, and you a kid still. You only
smart kid.
13. Genius. He said that he left home at 13 and hitchhiked to Florida from, I forgot where he was. Was he in Dayton, Ohio? I think he was in Dayton, Ohio. Hitchhiked to Florida with him and his dog. And then he had so much going on. Lived in a library, stole car. He said he would steal car radios and sell them for $1,000 a piece or something. Which, I don't know what car radios he was stealing.
For $1,000 a piece and stolen.
Oh my God.
But hey, I think maybe I believe in some of it, because ain't nobody gonna be going this far with these stories, you know. But maybe he is overdoing it. Like $1,000 now. Yeah, you banging into some really expensive cars here. And then who's buying those kind of radios from your little ass?
Boy. Now, also, I think he an entertainer, and you know, he was being entertaining. I would hope that's what it is. But of course, you know, he came after a lot of people, so they gonna have funny responses. So I'm gonna pull up a couple of responses from people like Kevin Hart, because he did.
I like Kevin.
Yeah, he came for Kevin Hart. One thing that he called Kevin. Go ahead. What you say?
I said, I'm sorry. He don't like Kevin at all.
He don't like Kevin at all. And I like Kevin Hart. I think that once a person gets so rich, though, they stand up changes sometimes. Not all the time. And I don't think it's always for the better or worse, but it's a little different. But I you know, one of the movies I really like for Kevin Hart is Get Hard with Will Ferrell. Every time that come on, I got that. That just bright my day.
Mine is Ride Along too.
Ride Along, yeah, Ride Along is funny too. You know what I'm saying? Part 2 and 1. You know what I'm saying? But so one of the things that he said about Kevin Hart, I'm trying to pull up Kevin Hart. He just had a thing with the Knicks, and he was while they was doing the live telecast. Here it is. They respond to things to Katt Williams saying, and let's see what he talking about, man.
Katt Williams about to get it. That's why I like Katt, though. He don't care.
Katt Williams did that's good is he did put a lot of people name back in the cycle. Not that Kevin Hart needed it necessarily, but you know.
Oh yeah, he's doing so much.
That's the wrong thing. Yeah, Kevin Hart actually was smart in using it to promote his new movie coming out. He said, "Hey, go check out my." Yeah, I like Kevin Hart very first movie as well, and I like Soul Plane, man. I hated that it was bootleg so much.
Yes. That's messing up everything.
All right, let me see. Where here?
Hey, Kev, you didn't say nothing to Katt Williams when he did a 3-hour interview talking slow yesterday.
Oh,
You didn't put a shot clock on him.
Oh,
do you entertain the circus or do you watch it, Bert? Which one do you do?
nah.
Hey, Kev,
So Katt Williams, Kevin Hart said, "Do you entertain the circus or do you watch it?" Here go another thing Kevin Hart said.
That's it's basic response. He got him hard.
This was him with the Plastic Cup Boys.
Look at that jacket.
2-year-old boy.
There we go.
They put him in the rear naked choke in a headlock, right? But it's a known fact that.
Hold on. There we go. Is it gone?
The fun facts about the New York Knicks. I don't know if you noticed, but Katt Williams bought the Knicks. He definitely bought it. He bought the Knicks, and it's rumored that he took the Knicks back, returned them with a receipt.
Yeah, you could do that.
He bought the Knicks and took them back with a receipt.
They gave him a 30-day policy. He had it.
Give him 30 days.
Yeah,
Gave him a 30-day policy.
He made the team. He played. He played.
Now, the reason they making fun of him with this sports is that he said he could run a 440 and that he could fight. And then also another thing, man, I just knew you saw this. I just assumed you saw this interview. Yeah, but he also said that he could run a 440, that he was the size he is his whole life. And that with 5'5", but that he'd get down and that don't nobody want none of this, and that he saw Cedric, he'd punch him in his belly and all kind of stuff. He said Katt Williams was on 1,000. He wasn't on 10. He was on 1,000.
I believe it. I believe to the match. Yes, Katt Williams, see, that's why I mess with him. I do mess with him for that reason. And let's see who really checks him, though. Like, Kevin Hart got him back good, though. That was nice. Short, simple, to the point.
Right here to show you. So, for those that may have been questioning Katt Williams, when he said he could run 440, he actually got a video out here now. Let's see.
Go ahead.
He just posted this video of him working out, running a 440. Let's see.
He's proving his shit. Okay.
I gotta mute that music, but let's see. That's Katt Williams' ass running right here. 447. I mean, I never was a runner, but I probably never ran that damn fast. I mean, them little legs was moving.
Hey,
and he's 50 years old. So hey, I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog Williams. What you think?
That's a tough one, man. Hey, all right, I believe it. He proved his because you can do anything with technology nowadays. Oh,
You think that's AI Williams?
nah, I think he did it. Yeah, I think Katt Williams really did. He had to run for a lot of stuff in his life. We can see that. We we can see that. Yeah.
He been through some things. Yeah, Mike Epps. He got on
Dang.
Faith on Love. Mike Epps. He said Michael Blackson whole thing pretty much. He told him don't use a fake African accent and to start up a school and all these things. It was all his ideas. I mean, I don't know. I can't say if it is or not, but he pretty much didn't leave no stone unturned. So let me ask you this. So a lot of the people talking about top 10 comics and stuff, and I think comedy is subjective. One person may think one person funny and the next person may think the same one ain't. What do you think about after Katt Williams named so many people? Do you think about people with the list? I can see if it's somebody's personal favorite, but people trying to say as it's definitive. And then also, let me ask you this. Does it make a difference if a comic writes all his stuff or if he has a writer? All right, what you think?
So for the list aspect, I think is just unique to you, It's just Could you repeat the first part, how you
The
worded it?
list, what you think about the list and how people try to put the list together? I mean, is it?
Oh, it's not definitive at all. Yeah, it just depends on what somebody likes and how they came about what they always was taught that was funny. Because like if they say a hockey joke
Good
might not be.
criteria. What's a good criteria for the list? Is it what they've been in movies? Is it because they do stand up? Is it because they did both? What would make a person be on the list? Because there's a lot of funny people. So would you say, well, this person funny because they do more stand up, or you say because they do movies, or both, or everything?
I don't think that determines because some people just don't like acting in it. Dang, it's just if they can have me die and laugh every time they hop on the screen. Like, cause some people they don't like acting, they just like the stand up portion. So I wouldn't say they
Some
wouldn't
people
make them
are
funny.
comedic actors and don't do stand up. Yeah, and some
I think the
people.
ones that can make you just laugh without really doing much, that's the ones that could really hit the list for the funniest.
Okay, all right.
And then
He came after Steve Harvey. And he was saying one thing about Steve Harvey is that Steve Harvey was saying the reason he ain't a movie star is because he didn't want to be. And one thing Katt Williams said, which was true at least for everybody my generation and older, is that you would get into comedy, your goal would be getting a TV show or stand up or be in movies. Like that's the goal. What you mean you didn't want to do that? That's the whole point. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think a person doesn't want to get in the movie or couldn't, or what? He got a little deeper into why some of them didn't make it. I ain't trying to repeat the mudslinging, but he was.
honestly, I think he ain't make it because maybe something traumatic happened in the process. Cause you get these deals and then you get into doing it, and then to say you get hit on and you being harassed, and now you got to go around that boat, and then something happened in that aspect, and now he's like, nah, I just don't want to, because what I realize is a lot of stuff does happen out there, and if you speak up, not being a nobody or trying to make your way, it ruins a lot. Like, so I think maybe something happened, or he ain't get a role or something. He didn't get something he really wanted, and he just gave up and just settled.
Well, I know a lot of people that Katt Williams was talking about got more money than him, but not that he broke, but I don't know, maybe he could be a little. They said that he's very generous and things, and a lot of people have said that about him, and that he's a real good dude and stuff. So I get it. One thing he did say made a lot of sense. Is he was talking about he rolled with an entourage of ladies, and that he the first one. I don't know if this is true, but that he the first one to have a blunt roller on payroll, and it was a woman. He say he preferred the saliva of women. I prefer the saliva of women. That's what I prefer. If I'm gonna keep licking the lips with men's, then that's a lot of saliva through the years.
Oh my God. Oh, that sounds like it sounds retarded, but oh,
I don't want no that.
he just gotta follow him around, roll another one. You can only imagine how he talking to her.
Hey, for real. Yeah, man. So he tripping on that. I don't know.
I was tuning in.
When I thought about it. All right, you say what?
I was tuning in because when you asked me to hop on that Friday, but then some of the stuff came up with like a lot. I've been in rehearsal back to back this weekend, so I ain't get around to it. And I figured I should have. Oh, I should have, but I am now for sure. That I ain't know how much he really went in.
Oh man, it's a lot. He was very thorough. All right, like, we're gonna switch it up to a couple other little topics. Oh, go ahead. You was about to say something?
I was about to say like Dave Chappelle, he don't be caring about nothing. Bernie Mac, they don't be caring. I miss Bernie Mac. That's mine. That's that's the number one for me.
Bernie was a GOAT. You know, man. He was a G in my book. You know, one of my favorites also is Robin Harris. A lot of people don't know about Robin Harris. He died before he really got to blow up. Right when he was about to blow, he died. And once I tell you who Robin Harris is, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I know who that is." Bebe's kids.
How did he?
Robin Harris. That's who created Bebe's Kids. That's where that came from. It was a stand-up routine. And they turned his stand-up routine into a cartoon movie, and that actually happened right when he died. Faison Love is actually the voice of Robin Harris in that movie because Faison knew him. But Robin Harris was hilarious. He was in Harlem Nights and Do the Right Thing, and he was in about 4 or 5 movies right before he died. No, Robin Harris. He was in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. He was the bartender. When they went into the bar and he was waiting to get the guns, and he was like, this dude over here, he was throwing the little peanuts in his mouth. He's like, yeah, this little ninja think he had SeaWorld in his mouth. He had SeaWorld. All right. Anyway, yeah, man, Robert Harris, small world. Look, Mickey Mouse ass. Took all the watches, say we gonna use these for later. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna perform or leaving it all out there on the line, man. What you think about this right here? TMZ, this Brazilian gospel singer singing, and while he was performing, he collapsed and died during the show. I got it muted for music. But look at him performing, and you talk about leaving it all out there on the line. Dude collapsed and died right then and there in front of everybody. Look, he was belting out some high notes right there, and then he went to the most high on that note. And that was it. A lot of people say how they want to go, whether it's die in the lap of, that coochie or whatever. Would you want to go out on stage? How would you feel about that? What way would you feel about that, going out like that?
He was killing it. He was
I go
killing it
out
when he
like
went out though. Yeah. On stage though, nah, cause I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice little ending.
I
Go
like
out on
to be a
stage.
lot older, baby.
What you say?
I like to be a lot older.
A lot
Maybe
older.
like George Burns 99 on stage and then go out, you know. But
Yeah, but not young.
yeah, he was pretty young.
It wasn't what's happening. That or
All
really
right, I got
sung his
another.
ass to death. Trying to hit that note. Oh my
A
god.
lullaby, rockabye baby, sayonara. That's what he was singing. It's good night. It's so hard to say goodbye. All right. Now,
He didn't say it was hard to say it.
it's so hard to ask for help. Oh, really? It's hard. I got a hard. It's hard. It's so hard. I said it was so hard. You should have helped. Made it easier.
I was giving you the signs.
Right. It's the big one, Elizabeth. That's what really happened to him. You know that, right? Red Fox died like that.
That's like Houdini
He was
and stuff.
on
Those
track.
ones.
That's like who?
Like Houdini and those people, the people that do those little stunts, and then they die trying to get it. Die
Right.
performing.
Talking about dying and craziness. These two dudes was fighting on the train tracks. A little simple altercation, and it turned horrible. Everybody, it ain't gonna show nothing graphic. Nothing graphic, but you get the idea.
You knew it was in Philadelphia.
Look at this guy in the gray coat. He act like he would smack the guy first. So look, the guy in the gray coat kind of comes to the black guy, and he cocks back and tries to make him flinch. Do for flinching, man. But he don't know. Black folks don't play that, unfortunately. You don't flinch and try to swing on nobody because they gonna think you coming for real. So he flinched out.
Dude.
And now he grabbed him. He gave him a two-piece, and he fell over right when the train came. And that was the end of the day for him. Damn.
Why did you say it like that?
That was the end of the
day for you.
That was his last stop, brother. That was his last stop. Look at that. And the train cannot stop. That's horrible, man. Imagine that you look at your face. Imagine
he had
you
to get locked up.
you see dude fall and you like, oh snap, I can't stop. This a real runaway track.
Oh, that had to hurt. It was an instant death. The death could have been too bad.
He probably was like, yeah. And then that was it. He felt it. Yeah,
There's noises.
He was like, yeah. And now that was it. So he got one big scream of, yeah.
And then his lights was cut out.
He just felt a whole rush of pain, like, yeah. And then it was over.
Imagine that, being locked up for life for a joke you was trying to just do. That's
a joke.
Oh, you think it was a joke? Yeah. Oh, death penalty.
Hey, now, do you think the guy that smacked him, the black guy, should be charged with murder?
Because it's a
the black guy.
Technically,
I don't know. All right, Miss Dior.
You don't know.
I don't know, man. He came up and grabbed him and then act like you were gonna smack him. So why you still holding me if I'm trying to get you off of me and I hit you twice and the black dude fell too? He just fell on the safe side. It wasn't like he came and just started mollywopping dude backed up and fell backwards. Why he back up that way We won't never get to know. I know that much. Ain't nobody gonna get to interview him. So all you know is it was a split decision.
Oh my God.
Made by the train. The train made the split decision. We keep it going and you go get split. That's the decision made.
You know, you right. That's an accurate point there, though. That's
Hey man, so somebody can grab you and act like they gonna smack you, and you just sit there and be like, no, thank you. Man, you better get up off of me.
Imagine being a jury for that one.
Right. So Miss Dior said, so would the train driver be charged with murder or wrong?
No.
I think absolutely not. Plus, he couldn't stop that train if he wanted to.
You know, it was like a bug to him.
It already. It was already stopping. That's what made it so bad. He got a slow moving death. Literally. Yeah, he had the slow moving death.
That was probably very traumatic for dude. There's a body hitting the front.
Hey man, you want to go to work tomorrow after that? You know, if he was black, he looking for a way to get off anyway. I got trauma. I need PTSD payments for life.
For life.
Every time I see a train, I think of somebody getting ran over.
He probably win that too. Say an eyeball popped on the window.
Now, to say one thing about this, me coming from Chicago, we have trains and subways exactly like this. And we used to go, it's a little yellow line right there at the edge, and we would play and pretend like we would push each other and stuff as kids. I know, real smart. Real smart. But we would always think, damn, man, it would suck if this happened. And so to see that actually happen, it's horrible. Now, I just rewinded it. Here go one more chance from what we have here. And what's crazy is this woman that's recording this, after this man falls, I'm going to let you hear what she says, her first thoughts that come to mind after this man get crunched. And I forgot about this part, but this part, what she says, is hilarious to me. All right. And this is Philadelphia. Now, look. He said something about give me the microphone or something. Give me the forking microphone.
Oh,
damn. And these people about to get on the train. They don't even know. They walking all
they
on
didn't even know what just happened.
Right. But listen to the woman that's filming it, what she about to say.
Okay.
She's still sitting here with her feet.
Me and my child can't go home.
Did you hear that? Now me and my child can't go home because y'all want to fight. What? That's what you worried about. Your train is late, basically. Now we got to get another train because he want to get dead under there.
Hey,
late damn much. Trying to fight and die. Now me
that's
and my
the concern. I'm on her side on that one. I'm on her side. You know, because I feel big on that. Like, not that per se, but like people who get in accidents too. That's so selfish. You causing us to have to wait behind you. You causing traffic to back up. I'm on her side. That was very selfish.
Right. And she's Miss Dior say in the actual video, she even walked up to the front of the train. His body was still under there. Yeah, it's on here. I just wasn't gonna show that part, but it's blurred out anyway. But she walked all the way under there, then she'd be like, "He dead under there." No, he took a nap. You know how heavy that train is? It's attached to the rail. You know it ran him over, split him in two, right? You know that meat ain't no match to metal.
Like, get up. Get up.
He dead. No. I thought he was Spider-Man. He gonna pull it and hold the train together.
We still got time, CPR.
I know, right? Big dummy. Patty say people was actually pushing people on the tracks when I lived in New York, and they had to have train operators standing on the yellow line at the station. I used to frequent because of that. Damn, that's horrible.
Wow, that's what you got worried about going to the train station? Somebody just pushing you to your death. Oh my God.
In the field out there, man. Real in the field. You know, Katt Williams, I just saw another thing. He said, man, he said some stuff, man. Anyway, one thing that he said, he didn't talk about everything from Jonathan Majors to other people, but he talked about Ricky Smiley, and he really does not get along with Ricky Smiley, it seems. He really does not like Ricky Smiley. Let's just say that. I just saw that pop back up on one of these things. And one of the things that he said is, you know, he said Ricky Smiley could not be in another movie with him unless he was in a dress. And I don't know if he even had that type of power to be able to do something like that or not. But it definitely was interesting, and he definitely had everybody saying a whole bunch of stuff, you know, about.
He gonna make a lot of money off of that.
Boy, Club Shay Shay better buy him a gift. Because he definitely put Club Shay Shay on the map. Definitely. He even talked about Trick Daddy. So here's Trick Daddy's response to Katt Williams.
All the old schools.
I know, right? And I did not know that Trick Daddy and Ricky Smiley were good friends. So that's what Trick Daddy was responding to. He was talking about my friend, so he came and responded. And he even talked about Ludacris as well, which I'm gonna ask you about that situation. What you would think if this was to happen to you? Here go Trick Daddy. Tricky love the kids.
You said some slick shit about me in one of your stand-up. In one of your stand-up, you was being sarcastic, saying that if Trick Daddy could own a restaurant, you could do anything. Well, you bull gang looking ass fuck. Keep my name out your mouth. I'm not no comedian. I'm a street okay? Keep my name out your mouth, bitch ass. Keep Ricky Smiley name out your mouth. Keep all OG's name out your mouth. If you don't like a person, you don't say it. I've told people that I didn't think you would.
Hey, one thing though, what he's saying is true that I live by. That's some old school stuff, and that is in my generation, the last old school Generation X. Anyway, if you do not like a person, you do keep their name. I don't even address that. I've had people do some things since I've been, you know, whatever out here, and I don't even give them that gratitude. You know what I mean? Now, one thing Katt Williams did say, because Shannon said, why you doing all that, going hard? And he said, I wouldn't be doing this, but they coming on the shows, bringing up and saying stuff, and he felt like they were being bullies or trying to rewrite history. And if you don't speak up, then they actually could win. And that's why he said he was doing it. Not that he was a hater or anything like that. So, and I broke that down because, like you said, you ain't see it. So just to fill you in on a little bit of that. So here go the rest of what Tricky said.
I ain't never said I didn't like you. And I'm glad I didn't never say I didn't like you, because by me not thinking you were funny, I actually saw you one day and I was laughing my ass off. I was crying laughing one day. Remember that little boy put you in the headlock? I was crying fucking laughing that day. Those scary curls.
You know what he talking about?
Yeah, it's probably a good dude.
Yeah, but what he talking about when the little boy put you in the headlock? You know what he talking about?
I been in the classroom.
No, they was outside and some little teenage boy got into a fight with Katt Williams and beat him up. You didn't see that or hear that? All right. It was on.
Laughing from it.
That's what he said he was laughing at, right?
He's
trying to roast him.
Stop talking about others to be relevant in the game, the trend. Because you was trending today, and I'm gonna be trending tomorrow on your bitch ass. And I'm with whatever you with. And every comedian, everybody who you told a story got more money than me and you. You on my level, bitch ass nigga. Ha ha. The joke on you, bitch ass. No.
Hey, he is funny though, but he ain't telling.
I like a comedian.
Yeah, he funny as could be. He got a point though. Hey, sometimes people be messing with people on the wrong level. I don't know what level Katt and all of them is exactly on, because Katt did try to say, if you look at my net worth, that ain't accurate. The last time I saw that, I had that much on me. Like, I had that much on me, so I don't know what they're talking about net worth. I had that in my pocket. His net worth is at $2 million. Whereas Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart net worth is $450 million. Kevin Hart been putting in that work.
Yeah, I like Kevin Hart do a lot.
He does, and he is very good businessman, very business savvy. You know what I'm saying? Patty said, for real, Tricky standing on that business. Patty
love too.
I didn't know that. Ricky Smiley. I've never been a big Ricky Smiley fan. Not that I was against him. I just never came across his stuff enough, I guess, maybe, or really what. I never seen any of his stand-up. Have I seen a Ricky Smiley stand-up? I know he was on the radio, and when he was on the radio with, I think he was with Steve Harvey and stuff. I remember hearing him with Steve Harvey, because Steve Harvey was on the radio, in the morning radio in Chicago for a long time, years, in the 90s and all of that. So I think that I may have heard him during that time. And to be on the radio in syndication in the 90s and 2000, that's a good job. That was a good job. He only worked like 2 hours or 4 hours in the morning or something like that. It wasn't money. Yeah, drive time radio was from 6 to 10 or something, 6 to 9 in the morning. Yeah, anyway. That's why. So a lot of stuff coming out. Steve Harvey was saying that he was homeless and that he didn't have this or that, and Katt Williams kind of addressed that too. And I don't know all of Steve Harvey's situation, but I know he been working.
I wonder if Katt Williams is going to respond to everybody's responses or not. I'll just leave it as is.
That's a good point. Good point. And I'm wondering that too. It's about that time if he is. So, yeah. Miss Dior, that's my girl in Chicago. She said it was called the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Remember, Jay? Yep. Told my age. Hey, yeah, you did. But yeah, it was the 90s. Yep. And so Steve Harvey been around. That's a good job, because it used to be Doug Banks and Tom Joyner in Chicago, and they was everywhere. That's before Russ Parr started doing morning syndication stuff. But
hey, you are old.
I know I still look pretty young,
Oh, yeah.
That milk chocolate don't crack.
That milk chocolate.
Hey, real. Hey, we getting ready to get up out of here, man. I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. Before we go, let me let you see this video right here before we go. So this on TMZ still with Tricky, and they was talking about what he was saying. And then you scroll down, and here it go right here with the video. And then they got all the Club Shay everything, full episode. And Ludacris, because he said that they went to a meeting, and it was him and Ludacris. And in the meeting, they said pretty much you're going to get 10 movies for $20 million or 20 movies for $10 million a piece, 200 million, but you need to cut your hair and change your image. And he said that he didn't do it, and Ludacris did. He said it was an Illuminati meeting. Now, it could have been a business meeting, and they wanted a certain image for these roles. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, you know.
You
but
right though. It is moments where they do pay you to change your appearance and your look appearance sometimes. So it could be, but it could be Illuminati too now. I believe in that kind of stuff.
Illuminati.
Yeah, I have suspicion that Luda is he bringing in some fair points here.
Hey, that's a good point. So here's another thing. I've had a job with a corporation, and they said I couldn't have a beard and you couldn't have a mustache past the edges of your lips. So if you want to work with this big company, do you want to do that or not? You want to go and make this money? So during that time, I cut my hair and I ain't had no beard. And I was working there and made the money. And then when I was done, I grew my hair back.
It must have been some good money.
It was at the time. I was working at UPS. It wasn't like, but it was in management. So to be a supervisor and manager at the time, that's what they wanted. You know, maybe I should have kept my hair. It was a bad choice. They got me. They tricked me. They knew if I cut it, it'd never grow back. They made me.
Yeah, I was about to say it.
My hair, it was mad at me. It left.
Oh, that was the last time you saw it.
Nah, I'm joking, man. Hey, here go to Katt Williams. The fight. I put the link in here. I'll send you the link. What Katt Williams did had his chain. What was that saying? Woke. I don't know. It was a nice chain, though. He put some money into it. Anyway.
I wonder why that gotta be fake.
Oh, for real, man. This is
who's spending that kind of retarded money on a big ass chain that you probably not gonna match with your outfits.
Hey man, the problem with those chains is that you spending all that money in the customization of it, and it's a one-of-a-kind piece that, you know, unless somebody wants all the stuff you had, a lot of the value is gone into the customization and not into the actual stones and gold. You melt it down, it may not be worth as much as you had, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So if you ever hard to get jewelry, don't get it so customized unless you plan on keeping it for life. Because if you get it too customized, unless you are somebody special like that chain though that he's wearing, I bet you because it's Katt Williams chain and he wore it on that interview and all of this, it's probably worth more than what he paid for it. But if it's just the average Joe, don't spend all that money in that customization because you're gonna lose the value. It's not gonna be worth it, you know, the extra, you know. But it's all good.
I thought Katt Williams was worth more than that.
Sean in here late, say top 20 in basketball from our area. I'll take that. Negro, you wasn't even top 20 in 2K.
There's no time.
That's why I was good at 2K. Now, you know, real life, I might have been top 100.
This is top 100. I like football.
Oh, I love football, man. That broke my heart when I couldn't go to this football high school because the school I went to wasn't good at helping me with math pretty much. And I wasn't having good math scores. So I had to go to, I had to go to summer school for math, and the school that was the football school, they didn't offer it. So I ended up going to a school that was more of a basketball school than a football school. They didn't even have a football team. So, so even playing football was over with. And by the time they was doing it, I was a senior and it was too late by then.
Did it motivate you to get better grades though, so you could focus more on grades?
Nope. That failed. The sophomore year, almost flunked out. So due to comedy, which is a crazy story, I had to get into another time.
Okay. I want to know.
Comedy. Nah, but anyway, we gonna wrap it up, man. You want to tell the people a little bit about you right here? You got what, Facebook? Tell the people about your Facebook link right here and your name before we get out of here, man.
So my Facebook link, yes, that's my name with an R at the end of it, because a little while ago my last Facebook got hacked. Now I don't really open any messages. Too many links on there now. But really we just be out here trying to spread more opportunities, spread more love, because there's a lot of life is already hard. So we got to start uniting more to create that peace, because everybody always talk about what they want, what we should be doing. But I'm trying to create that, be that new wave. So, like I said, we are out there. We have a nonprofit out there called Project Runaway, and it's really becoming a second home for kids who don't have a home. So basically, because family is what you created to be, so we go out there, we create a place for them to stay at, give them shelter, food, everything, teach them. My job in it is teaching self-employment and making sure they're going on their ambition. So if they like doing hair, I'm getting them enrolled in hair school. We getting them started on all the stuff they need to get started within the profession. So just things to get them afloat. So it's a lot of things we got going on. That's along with my comedy show that I'm showcasing stuff. Just add me, my Facebook, Instagram right there. And I want to shout out Jay, because I appreciate him letting me come out and actually give me the opportunity to be here, because man, this is a lot of fun. It keeps me in tune with a lot, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in as well. So again, my name's Atiyyah Radford, and I'm gonna see y'all again.
Hey man, appreciate it, man. And you know, ain't no problem having you, man. Definitely. Appreciate you coming, and yeah, this will help you work on you know, spontaneity, improv, come up with something funny to say on the spot. Yes, and here go my man right here on the right. You can check him out.
Oh, you got it up.
I got it for you, man. There you go. You want me to put that out for everybody, right?
Well, yeah, because that's my information, but that's not the location no more anymore.
Okay. Still hit you with the lower information, and then you could tell them, though, right?
Absolutely. Much love. I appreciate that.
All right. There you go. You want me to put it back up right quick before we go? Or no?
Yeah, that'd be a nice, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Show some love. Here you go, right here on the right. Every Wednesday, Radford's open mic. Don't worry about that location, because, you know, we're changing it up. So don't worry about that. Just hit him up on that Facebook link or whatever right underneath his name, and he gonna tell you where to go and how to make it work. He got all type of things from open mic to music, performances, dance, poetry, spoken word, all that. And they always had a little something to eat. Good atmosphere for everybody to chill, feel welcome. So come on through. He's a young man trying to make it happen, and I like that. I like people that's trying to do something. I don't like people that want stuff done for them. I like people trying to make it done themselves, and they don't sit there and say, oh, well, this happened, or I had this hard time. Everybody got a hard time in life. So the difference is, you're going to let that hard time win, or are you going to keep it moving? You know, and so I like to see that motivation. You what, 23, right?
Yep, 23. Yes, sir.
23, man. Already out here putting together shows, trying to network, make it happen in his comedy career, as well as a young business promoter and things. So I like that, man. I appreciate you doing what you doing out here instead of being 23 trying to pop me upside the head at the gas station. a lot of young people out here ain't doing what they should. So when I see them doing good things, I'm gonna give you your props and credit. You know what I'm saying? And keep it up, man. I'll be here to help you with that. You know.
I hope you can make it out to another show.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, it's been a lot of the holidays and all that stuff, but yeah, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna have to put together some shows and all that too, man. You know, we might have to collaborate and put together a YouTube special, a Netflix special, all of that. We're gonna have to make it work. I got some big plans, so you know, you might be the one.
We can put that in our books now and start talking about that. I like that idea a lot. I like to get that emotion.
That's another thing I've been saying. I told you about putting that together once before when we last talked. Katt Williams in the interview said his first special, he ended up getting together 20,000, paying for everything, written out everything, producing his own special, putting it out there. And that's when he started making his own money, putting together his own special. And I'm like, man, that's what I've been saying. Making like a boss move. So hey, we put together a little special. We're going to have to go ahead and collaborate and make it work. It might have to have that Blind, Crippling, Crazy tour on the road up in here. You never know.
Hey, that'd be a nice TV show or something too.
I already been working on something like that too. I got a lot of stuff, man. We're gonna have to work it out.
Hey, for real, we're gonna talk about this, if not tonight, tomorrow.
Hey, after I hang up with this, just hold on a moment. We'll talk for a second. Everybody else, I'm gonna have to holler at y'all later. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all have a good weekend. We will be back for some more Raising Canaan this Thursday. I got a video, a couple of videos I'm almost done with. I'm gonna try to get them done by tomorrow. So y'all be on the lookout. My man Atiyyah, I appreciate you for coming through. And everybody else, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all on the replay. Deuces.